So in this lesson, we are going to talk about inheritance. So what is basically inheritance? It's a OOPS feature only. Object-oriented programming, one of the important feature, that's what inheritance. Or we call it as extensibility. So what is basically extensibility? Already some concepts are defined. I want to have a new concept with some additional properties. For example, when you go to a bank, in a bank, we have got basically two type of accounts are there. What are the two type of accounts? One is called as savings account. So one type of account is called a savings account. So in this savings account, what all things will come? So we'll have account number, name of the account holder, balance. And also savings account, what speciality is there? So many other properties are also there. So first name, last name, middle name, gender, address, qualification, phone, contact number, email ID, reference person, all that things will come. But we are taking only account number, name, balance, and every savings account have got a common property called as interest. So some rate of interest will be given for savings account. One another type of account that we are having is called as current account. So we are discussing about inheritance. First, let us understand the need of inheritance. So we got current account. So in this current account, what all things are coming? So we got the account number, we got the name of the account holder, we got the balance amount. Now there is no interest for the current account. So in the place of interest, what will come? There will be in a year, how many transactions are allowed? How many deposits and withdraw all together? How many transactions? Maybe 12 free transactions are allowed. But if the number of transactions are more than 12, for the additional transaction, they will call a service charge. So now, not only this account details, these are only properties we mentioned. Same like properties, some methods are also there. What are the methods in an account? Withdraw. What is that withdrawing? Some amount we withdraw. Deposit. Deposit. Some amount we deposit. So withdraw, deposit, and calculate interest. Calculate interest. So we develop a banking application. These are the functionalities. Withdraw, deposit, get balance, calculate interest. These are the functionalities for savings account. Same way current account, account number, name and balance is coming. Along with this property, what else should come? So number of transactions. And apart from this, how many transactions they have done. So it is fixed that in a year, number of transactions allowed is 12. If the number of transactions in a financial year is more than 12, they will collect some service charge. Now what all methods are coming? So we got withdraw, deposit, get balance, and service charge. An additional method is service charge. So these are the two classes we require in our project. So one is savings account, banking project in JavaScript. So savings account, current account, these are the properties. But when you see these two classes, we can understand some properties and some methods are common. So what inheritance says is, in a project, if you are developing more than two classes, two or more than two classes, if some of the properties are common, some of the methods are common, what you do is you create it inside something like, in our case, we create a class called account. We'll provide the account number, name of the account holder, balance, so this is what we provide. So this is what our program. So what we do is, we'll create one account class. This account class has got account number, name of the account holder, as well as the balance amount. One class is created. And what we want is, we want to create the savings account from the current account. Savings account to be created from the, not current account, from the account. And current account to be created from the account. So what is happening here? Savings account is an extension of account. Current account is an extension of account. So since savings account is an extension of account, this account number, name, balance, withdraw, deposit, get balance, you don't need to define it again. So what is happening there? Extensibility is happening. So savings account is an extension of account, or reusability is happening. The same way when you see current account is an extension of account, so that you don't need to define this again, reusability. Only the additional properties are required. Withdraw, deposit, get balance is not required. Only the additional method is required. So this is what we call it as inheritance. The process of creating a new concept from an already existing concept. The process of creating a class from an already existing class. So how this is possible in JavaScript? By using a keyword called extends. So what we can do, how can you create savings account? So class savings account, by using the keyword extends account, only one class can be given after that to overcome ambiguity error. So class savings account extends account. So savings account is a child class or a subclass or a derived class of account. So account can be called as parent class or a base class or a super class. Any name can be given. So class savings account extends account. So when you say savings account extends account, whatever, so class account is a normal class. So we got class account. This is some properties are coming. Then class savings account extends account. Same way class current account. So whenever you create a child class, so it will have all the properties of the parent class. So class account, this is what current account. So inheritance, the common properties we can define in a separate place. This is what basically we talk about inheritance. So we can apply this program, or everywhere we use the same concept only. So let us think about a class called person, or for example, we have got some classes like employee. We got a class called customer. See, employee have got first name, employee have got last name, employee have got salary, employee have got designation. Then customer, what all things will come for a customer? So customer will have first name, customer will have last name, customer will have location. Like this, customer's address, I given it as location. But when you see these two classes, some properties are common. So employee as well as customer, both are what type of people? They're all person only. So we create a class called person. So inside this person, we provide two properties, first name as well as last name, first name as well as last name. And this employee, class employee, is an extension of person. The same way customer is an extension of person. So when you say customer extends person, you don't need to provide this first name, last name, because it's already available in the superclass. First name and last name is not required, only the additional properties to be given. So when you create an object of employee, or when you create an object of customer, we are able to access the properties of its own salary designation, as well as we can access the properties of the superclass or parent class person, first name and last name also. So this is what theoretically we talk about inheritance. So let us implement this case, person, employee, as well as customer. So for that purpose, we got inheritance. We got a script. You can write it as a separate file also. So let's create class person. So person have got, so constructor. So inside this constructor, F name as well as L name, first name as well as last name. So this dot first name, property name is first name, is equal to F name. You can define the getter and setter also. This dot last name is equal to first name as well as last name, L name. So constructor is done. And we'll define a method called get details. So inside this get details method, I just want to console it, console.log, or you can give it in the document also. Console.log. So dollar this dot first name, this dot first name, So dollar this dot last name also, first name as well as we are getting the last name, first name as well as the last name. So this method is done, class person. Now what we want to have a class called the employee. So what all properties are required? So this is what employee class. So employee class definition. So this employee class definition, in this employee class, what all properties are required? It should have first name, last name, maybe salary or designation, whatever it is. So we will say constructor. So first name, F name, L name. Then what I do is this dot first name is equal to F name. This dot last name is equal to L name, and this dot salary or designation is equal to sal. So one more property to be defined, sal. So we defined a constructor. When you define this constructor with the first name, last name and salary, when you see this employee as well as person, these properties are already defined. So why to define these properties again? Or let's create an object of employee. So create an instance of, object means instance of employee, or create an employee type object. Create an employee type object. So when you create an employee type object, so how to create? Let emp is equal to new employee. So we are creating a new employee, Sunil. The last name is Joseph, and also salary 25,000. So we created an object of employee. So what happens? It will come to this class employee. We are not using this person at all. First name, last name. And we will define this get details method again. So copy. Here we are defining the get details. This dot first name, this dot last name, separator. So dollar, this dot salary. Over. So when you create an object using that object, we are able to call get details method. So we are calling the get details method. When you call that get details method, let's run this. Inspect element, console. We are getting the values. So Sunil, Joseph, 25,000 is coming. But here inside this, both are two different classes. Now what I want is, I want to make this class as a child class of person. How can you make this class as a child class of person? By using the keyword extends will say person. So our class is an extension of person. Extends person. Reference error must call super. So in the case of inheritance, these two properties are same. It is already defined. So what should I call is, I should call the super class constructor. When you see this employee class, employee is a child class and the super class is person. So if you want to refer the super class constructor, we use super by passing F name and L name, because same properties only. So we are calling, so this is used to call the super class constructor. So a child class object is nothing but superclass object with a current object, that way. So to call the superclass, now what is the flow of execution? So let emp is equal to new employee. These values are given. It will come to its own constructor. In every constructor, call to superclass constructor should be the first statement. In every constructor, call to superclass constructor should be the first statement. Super of F name, comma, L name. So for our understanding, what I do is console.log backtick inside superclass constructor, inside person constructor, and this one console.log inside employee constructor. So what happens? So what happens is, this super should be given first. I told you call to superclass constructor should be the first statement. We given it as a second statement. Will it work? Yeah, it's working. So employee constructor. So the control is coming to this. So suppose if I give this after, okay, cut this. I'm providing this here. What is coming? Must call super constructor before using this. This is the point. So first statement, it should be the first statement. That means before using the current object, super should be the first statement. That way you need to understand. Super should be the first before this. So what we do is inside employee constructor. Now what happens is, so before using this current object, you should call the superclass constructor run. On that context, I told super call to the superclass constructor should be the first statement. Here this is a first statement, but we have not used that current object yet. So now what will happen whenever you create an object of this new employee? Actually inside this class employee, it will display this message. Anyway, constructor is this only. Inside employee constructor, and we are calling super of f name comma l name. It will come to this constructor. Constructor f name comma l name inside person constructor. So the output will be inside employee constructor, inside person constructor. This dot first name is equal to f name, and this dot last name is equal to l name. This dot first name is f name. This dot last name is l name. Inside employee constructor, inside person constructor. But actually, technically, the point that is being executed is this one only, superclass constructor. This dot first name and all, and we are getting all the value. But when you see this employee, it has got only one property we assigned. But because of this superclass, since it is an extension of the superclass, what happens? First name and last name is also coming. Because of that, we are able to access its properties. This concept is what we call it as inheritance. So same way, you can create one another class called the customer, extends person, and super keyword also we are using. So get details we define. But when you see this get details, in this one only salary we want to have. So console.log. Why to write reusability? So this inside this dollar, this dot sal. We just want to display this dot sal only. So whenever you call this emp.get details, control will come to its own get details. Undefined, not sal. What is that? Salary. Salary is a property. We are getting the salary. But suppose if this get details are not defined here. Suppose inside the child class, get details are not defined. So what will happen? It will go to, so whenever you say emp.get details, it will see in its own class whether get details is available or not. If it is not available in inside this class, it will take it from the super class. So we will get first name and last name. Now we got this. So technically, it should call the first name and last name from the super class. We are getting only the salary. If you want, you can call that by using super dot get details. This is a way we can call the superclass method. Super dot get details. If I say only get details, it will call this method only. It becomes a recursive method. A method is which is calling that method itself, that becomes a recursive method. But what is that we are doing here? Super dot get details. So now Sunil Joseph and 25,000 we are getting constructor. So from here, whenever you call get details, the control will come here. From there, super dot get details, and again console.log, this dot salary is happening. This is what basically we talk about inheritance. For the sake of understanding, I'll say this dot n is equal to 25. Okay. So how many properties are there for employee? Employee have got 4 properties. Which are the 4 properties? First name, last name, salary, and also n. Now, whenever you get the value of n, for example, here, console.log backtick dollar this dot n, one more time we are getting, so dollar this dot n. So how many properties are there for that object? It has got the properties of the parent class, super class, first name, last name, N, and also its own property, that's nothing but salary. So 4 properties are there. So when you access, what is the value of N? We are getting N 25, 25 2 times. All right. Suppose in this also, I am just providing this dot N is equal to 35. One is 25 and this we are giving it as 35. Now what is happening? We are getting 35. How many properties are there for this object? How many properties are coming for this class employee? 2 properties of its own, salary and N, and also 3 properties of the superclass, first name, last name, and N. So altogether, how many properties? 5 properties. So this N, if you set this dot N, it is getting this N only. But now what I do is, I'll say super dot N. This dot N as well as I'm using super dot N, what is coming? Undefined. So this overriding of methods are happening, but properties are not happening. Super dot N. So N is being replaced with the 35. So this is one difference with the other programming languages. If you're doing with Java, you will get super dot N as what is the value? 25 we should get. This dot N anyway we are getting in this way. Now let's try that N value from here. So dollar, I'll say this dot N. So I'll say this dot N, what happens? That is also undefined. So overriding of member data are not happening. Only overriding of methods are happening. So this point you just keep it in mind. This is only in JavaScript, but the same program if you do in Java or in C# and all, it will have 2 property. We are able to access it as this dot N as well as super dot N. We are able to access. So this is what we talk about inheritance. And when you practice, you design a banking application, account, savings account, current account. So you can create a savings account object and you call withdraw method, deposit method, and get balance method. You design a banking application.